Hello everyone, Labs is here. I'm excited to bring you yet another update on the Skid City's development. I know haven't been posting for quite a bit, those months have been very busy, but I'm very excited to announce two big things. First, open beta. If you join our Discord channel, I will give you a key and you'll be able to play Skid Cities in preview before it's launched, so definitely check out the link in the description below. And then I have another big announcement that I'll leave it for the end of the video, but today I want to talk about the progress that I've done. I've done so many things that I'm not gonna be able to list all of them, but let's start from the biggest. First, geographies. You'll be able to build your city in different places of the Skid Cities world, which is very different from our world. Second, organizations. Different companies and organizations will join your city whether you want it or not. And third, a total UI. Overall, the UI looks much better now. So let's start. The Skid Cities world takes place in 2092 and a lot of things happened in those 70 years. One of those is the rise. The sea levels have risen and so the political and coastal landscape totally changed. You can pick where you want to build your city. I'm gonna be supporting more geographies in the future, but we're gonna start with some countries in North America, the Federal Trade Authority, the island of California, the lowlands of Great Florida, the Canada Trade Authority, and the Greenland Autonomous Zone. All of those different geographies have their own unique look, characteristics, and difficulty level. It's harder to build a city in Greenland than it is in California, for example. And you also get some organizations that are unique to some regions or that are not present in other regions. So for example, the touring company is banned from the island of California due to history reasons. I'm also writing a complete Wikipedia, which sounds like a crazy thing, and it is. It's actually the living Wikipedia of the Skid Cities world. It's not about the game, it's the Wikipedia of the future. So check it out, the link in the description. It's very early days on that, so you will find only some pages that are actually complete, but the others will give you an idea. I've also been integrating Steam achievements when you build the cities in different geographies, so you'll be able to try them out, and they look very different. I'm very excited about this idea, and also it's very immersive and it gives you a lot of different options to go about your city. For example, if you start in the island of California, you will get a lot more demand for rich and wealthy corporations and citizens, so you can start right away in attracting those folks. Compare it to the lowlands of Florida, where there's basically no request for that, but there's a lot of requests for factories and less wealthy citizens, and so you can really supercharge your factory-based city there. So there's a lot of things to discover. I'm very excited about this idea. And I really love the different states and history that I'm creating. Second, organizations. So here the idea is that you cannot really control exactly what's happening in your city, and there are some big players, some big companies and organizations that are way more powerful than you. And if they decide to step into your city, they will bring a substantial contribution to it. They will leave their mark in the city. And you can do two things. You can fight them, you can build your city so that they are brought to leave your city, or you can make it so it's encouraging their presence, and so they will expand in your city and build even more offices and more buildings. The catch is that you cannot really control where they will arrive or when they will expand, but you can influence that. I'm really excited about this concept because it adds another layer of complexity and strategy. For example, you can try to build a city in order to attract Theta Corporation, which will supercharge all of your factories, but if you do that, it's going to discourage other companies from joining, and it's gonna increase the pressure on your unrest, so you'll be able to grow faster, but also your problems will scale faster, so you'll have to pay a lot of attention to that. And I'm gonna launch in early access with 3 organizations, but I already planned 7 of them. Each is gonna be unique. I also have more ideas, so I hope that you will really like this idea and this mechanic in the game. It really adds another level of complexity together with the geographies They will, give a lot of depth to your city and a lot of different ways of going about your sandbox dystopian or utopian future. Next up, UI overall. I've been thinking about a lot about the UI of the game, and it's a very big part actually, so I tried to improve it. You will see, probably you already seen from the screencasts, that the UI improved greatly. It is now more as this 80s feeling to it, a lot more. I added more decorations and animations to it using After Effects, which was very fun. I plan to work on it more, and I think the work on the UI will never be finished, but there's a lot to it. In particular, I've been working with a great artist to create illustrations for the city news, which they look amazing, and as well as the mission system, which is also new. So you have missions that you can complete, and each mission has a unique piece of art, which looks very, very good. So I've been trying to put more and more love into the UI, as you will see if you play the game. So those were the biggest things I wanted to talk about. I'm leaving out a lot of stuff that I've been working on in the last month, but I'll leave it to the next video. For now, big announcement I wanted to make is that I'm planning to launch on early access on the 25th, so it's not gonna be too far from now. If you haven't already, add Skid Cities to your wish list. Join the Discord if you want to try it out on beta, and stay tuned because I'm gonna release another trailer professionally made compared to the last one, so I'm really excited about that, and let's see how it goes. Until then, bye.